So 25 years ago, India was under US sanctions. Today, Washington is New Delhi's largest trading partner. It sounds like a drastic turn of events, but it's not really an unexpected one. You see, India-US ties are growing rapidly. At the heart of this is the economic partnership and trade. And Prime Minister Modi's visit comes at a crucial time. As I mentioned, the US is India's largest trading partner. Bilateral trade rose to $191 billion. Compare that to 2021, it was around $80 billion. In fact, India-US trade has surged by nearly 800% between 1999 and 2019. Imagine that, 800% rise. It just shows how far things have come between the two countries. And make no mistake, this is a strategic relationship. Both countries have their own agenda. They want to reduce their dependence on China. That's one of the reasons why they're together. And this cooperation becomes crucial. It's being driven by groupings like the Quad and the I2U2. The Quad has India, the US, Australia, and Japan, 4 members. I2U2 has India, Israel, that's I2, and the US and UAE, that's U2. Now, these are crucial forums for joint investments and new initiatives. Plus, there are other bilateral investments, a mammoth Boeing aircraft deal, defense deals, the crucial chip partnership. You see, chips are key to power in the 21st century. So India is pushing itself as an alternative to China. New Delhi wants to boost semiconductor manufacturing. And this is a plan that the US supports. It wants to help India. It wants to expand cooperation in emerging technologies like supercomputing and, of course, semiconductors. The idea is quite simple. Build a resilient global supply chain and reduce dependence on China. It's an ambitious goal, but one that could define our partnership. So to sum it up, bilateral trade is at a record high, investments and deals are pouring in, and we are staring at a tech partnership. It sounds almost perfect. But there are still a few issues. Even with all this, India-US trade ties are not where they should be. There is still some friction there. The US does not like India's protectionist policies, especially in terms of foreign investment. On the other hand, India says that the US is not accommodating enough. It doesn't really consider the fact that India is still a developing country. So there are differences. What is the solution? One could be the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, or the IPEF. The US could ask India to join the trade pillar. Now let me give you some background. The IPEF was launched by the Americans in May last year. And it has 4 pillars: trade, supply chains, clean economy, and fair economy. Now, India has joined 3 pillars, but it hasn't joined the 4th one, that is trade. So Washington may want India to join it. Which brings us to the free trade agreement. There was a lot of buzz around this, but it has now fizzled out, it seems. Both India and the US have ruled out any trade deals, so an FTA may not be on the table. The other issue is trade disputes at the WTO. That's the World Trade Organization. Reports suggest that India and the US are looking at an out-of-court settlement. What does that mean? Well, the WTO is a global trade body. Currently, India and the US have 7 trade disputes there. Now, reports say they want to settle these disputes outside the court, which could mean a voluntary withdrawal of some of these cases, some or all of them. And Prime Minister Modi's visit could see a breakthrough there. Both India and the US want to reach a $500 billion mark in trade. It's a bold goal, but it's not impossible. The potential is limitless. What we need is bolder economic agendas, one that is focused on trade and technology. If India and the US want to emerge as a force, as a bulwark against China, they must strengthen their economic relationship, iron out the outstanding issues, and focus on the positives.